Hello, everyone. This is Dino Chris or Prehistoric Facts, and this is a Q&A episode. So let's actually get started, shall we? This is the first episode of 2025. So let's actually get down to it. So, Lukezilla, your first question. What is your opinion on the game Dino Crisis? I personally think it's great. I'm a massive fan of both Jurassic Park and Resident Evil. So finding out there is a game which is basically a combination between the two made me love it. I have not played this game, so I can't really say what I think of it. Like, I've heard people that have played it, and they say it's actually an awesome game. But yeah, I haven't played this game, so I apologize for not having a clear-cut, like, in-depth, like, answer for you. But like, I mean, I haven't played like a game like games like that. I haven't played like a video game in a long time, so it's kind of something I would probably I'm more likely going to miss out on that one. And then your second question, how did the Spinosaur Irritator get its name? Good thing you asked me this. Irritator actually got its name because when the fossils were actually being prepped, to actually get the fossil out of the matrix or the rock, is that the materials that were actually used in this specimen, because this specimen was collected by like amateurs, and what these amateurs did was that they kind of made the skull look longer, and also they actually put like some like materials that are used for like building, like say a house, or the way something that is like to put something in the house. And in the people that were working on this, they were having a hard time getting like everything out of there, because like the stuff that they used the stuff that these amateurs used was not suited for fossils. It was just mainly used for building materials. And yeah, it was not a fun like excavation in the lab. It was not a lot of fun, and so it caused a lot of irritation, and that's why this dinosaur was given the name Irritator, because it irritated a lot of the people that worked on the fossil, that in a actual lab setting, because this fossil was put in, I believe it was put in a lab in Europe, and yeah, they did not do a good job. The amateurs, they did not do a good job with this, because they thought like they could get more by actually making the skull look longer and all that sorts of stuff, and making the bones look larger. So yeah, that's not good. And so yeah, that's how Irritator got its name. But thanks for asking me that. All right, Nicholas, your first question. What do you think of the Carnotaurus design in the Disney's Dinosaur movie? I thought it was actually a pretty solid design. I mean, like, for the time, it was actually pretty well done. Even though it's oversized. It is definitely saying that Disney's Dinosaurs Carnotaurus is oversized. It is really oversized. They try to make it like as big as a T-Rex, when Carnotaurus is not as big as T-Rex. So they made the skull look taller and bigger, and also they made the dinosaur like stockier, like more heavily muscled, and way too big. And so, but at least I don't have too many problems with it. It's just mainly that like it's oversized, and I'd probably say the arms are a little bit too long. And so yeah, I'd probably say is that it's still a pretty solid design. I'll give Disney credit for that, that it did do a nice job with some of the dinosaurs that were in that movie. I still say Disney's Dinosaur from year 2000 is a very underrated animated movie. And like any of you out there that are fans of that movie, like chime in on that about the movie. Like, do you think it's underrated? Do you think that it got too much hate for like the time and like for right now? Like, do you think it got too much hate? I just think it's underrated because like people kind of slept on it a little bit, because it's like people just thought that the Disney was trying way too hard at that point in time. But like, yeah, I mean, like, but it was still, the CGI was awesome. And let's see here. Your next question, Nicholas, is how many dinosaur or prehistoric DVDs do you own? Oh, that's hard. Like I can't count right now. I have a lot, but I can't really give you a number because it's hard to like figure out like which ones I do have. Like I do have the Walking With series besides Walking with Cavemen. So I have Walking with Dinosaurs, Walking with Beasts, Walking with Monsters. I have the Dinosaur Essential Pack from Discovery Channel, which has When Dinosaurs Roamed America, T-Rex, New Beast, New Science, Utah Dinosaur Graveyard, and let's see, what other ones do I have? I have a few National Geographic ones, so like Sea Monsters, Jurassic CSI, like those ones. But yeah, I can't it's hard to count of how many like DVDs and Blu-rays that I do have. Your other question, how tall is Edie Cope compared to both Sue and Scotty? Based on the femur, it is suggesting is that Edie Cope probably could be taller than Sue and Scotty, but it's still to be determined. There has not been like that much material that has been found for Edie Cope, so I'd probably say like to be determined, because there needs to be more research on that specimen. But like I said, it's just mainly the femur, some bits of the hips, and some vertebrae. That mainly just the femur and the hips. There's some vertebrae material, but it's not really like very fully complete vertebrae material. It's just too hard to determine like what kind of size this animal was going to be, this type of T-Rex. So more likely, from what is being said, is that it could be taller than Sue and Scotty. So could that mean it's the largest T-Rex that we have ever found? We don't know. And so I'd probably say to be determined. All right, Alex, your question. Do you think that giant Mesozoic theropods like Tyrannosaurus rex, Tarbosaurus, Acrocanthosaurus, Giganotosaurus, Mophosaurus, Carnotaurus would have used the darkness of night or the loud sounds of a strong storm as an advantage when hunting prey in the same way as Gorgosaurus and Albertosaurus did in March of the Dinosaurs? This is a good question. So would large theropods like Tyrannosaurus rex, Tarbosaurus, Acrocanthosaurus, Giganotosaurus, Mophosaurus, and Carnotaurus be able to do the same thing of like use the darkness of night and also use like say a thunderstorm to and use like the sound of the thunder to like be able to hunt prey? I think there's a chance that they could do that. Now, I'd probably say is that in terms of the darkness and like in pure black or pitch black darkness, I'd probably say like they could do it, but it would actually be more like they have to rely on their sense of smell and hearing in order to actually be able to find their prey, because they can't use their vision. Because if you're relying on your vision at night, you would have to have really, really good night vision. And so far as we know, these dinosaurs did not have very good night vision. So it's more likely that they probably had to hunt like at sunset or even at sunrise, and even during the daylight. That's what they're most likely going to be doing. But would they use like the light of the moon to be able to hunt for prey? Absolutely. Now it's difficult, but they can do it. But with a storm, it's a possibility they can do that. Because like if you want to get an advantage to actually be able to get to be able to catch your prey, you want to like use like a type of use a sound that is actually going to be too difficult for the prey to like be able to hear your footsteps, that would actually be a thunderstorm. Because why not? Because you can use the loudness of the thunder to actually kind of block the sounds of that you're making, so that way you can actually go after your prey. Like, that is definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility. Now, I would say it's very rare that they would do it, but it would probably more likely if it was a desperation move. Very more for desperation. Like, if they didn't have that much of... If they were so hungry that they actually had to do it, that's a possibility. But it's a really really good hypothesis there, Alex. I like that. All right, Benjamin. Your question. So your first one: does Appalachiosaurus have bumps on its snout like Alioramus? Now, I would say it wouldn't be as similar as Alioramus, but they did have these these nasal bumps on just basically on the nasal, on the top of the nasal, which is the bone that it actually is on top of the skull, like on the snout. They did have that, but they also did have small hornlets above their eyes, so that really does suggest that they did have those. But yeah, I would say that it wouldn't be as similar as Alioramus, but definitely close. But definitely close enough. Albertosaurus versus Carnotaurus. Would Albertosaurus win? Now, in terms of this, would be the battle of speed, because we now know that Carnotaurus does have a very good, can run really, really fast. Albertosaurus can run really, really fast as well. So I'd probably say it's a toss up in terms of agility. I would say Carnotaurus does have a slight advantage in terms of agility, of that. It's got that really massive tail, and that tail is heavily muscled. And so they can be able to turn quick and be able to use speed that way too. Albertosaurus is still quick. But I would say in terms of vision, the overall senses, so vision, smell, and hearing, and also bite force, Albertosaurus is going to take it. But even though that Albertosaurus could do it, I think Albertosaurus is more likely to win. I'd say 55% Albertosaurus, 45% Carnotaurus. But even though Carnotaurus can still make a really good nasty bite on Albertosaurus, or otherwise maybe Carnotaurus can kick Albertosaurus down and be able to get a win. But I would say if it was all about jaw power, overall senses, and that type of way, I'd probably say Albertosaurus. But I'd probably say that it's pretty close, but I'd still go with Albertosaurus. Which of these spiky sauropods is the most bizarre one? Amargasaurus or Bahatosaurus? Both of them are very, very, very bizarre, but I would say Bahatosaurus is a little bit more bizarre, because those these spiky spines that are on the neck, they're kind of going up and then pointing forward. So it kind of is really bizarre of seeing that. Now remember, we have to realize that these are not a protective armor type of spikes. These are more likely these are extensions of the vertebrae, and what is actually being attached there is almost like skin, and there's skin that is actually covering those spikes. So remember, these are not for defense. This is basically for display purposes, and this is actually really, really cool. Really, really cool dinosaurs, really cool sauropod dinosaurs. So guys, so anybody that has not heard of these dinosaurs, go check them out. It's Amargasaurus and Bahatosaurus. Amargasaurus, it's spelled out Amargasaurus, and Bahatosaurus, it's Badasaurus. So those are the ones that you actually got to look up, and they're actually really good. So Bahatosaurus is the most recently discovered. Amargasaurus was discovered, I want to say Amargasaurus was discovered in the 80s or the 90s, somewhere around there. Or it could have been discovered in the 70s. But yeah. Go check those dinosaurs out if you haven't checked those out yet. And who would win, Ceratosaurus or Dilophosaurus? So these are two Jurassic theropods. One is from the early Jurassic. One is from more of the late Jurassic. Dilophosaurus can get pretty close to 20. Can get over 20 feet. And like Ceratosaurus can get between 20 and 25 feet. But Ceratosaurus is slightly Ceratosaurus is larger. Ceratosaurus is definitely larger than Dilophosaurus, but I'd still say Ceratosaurus is more likely going to win this because it's all about size. It's going to be about size. Dilophosaurus is definitely going to have speed, but Ceratosaurus is going to take the cake. All it's going to do is just basically push Dilophosaurus down, basically just by like swaying like this to be able to knock Dilophosaurus down, or otherwise use its head to actually knock Dilophosaurus down, and then all of a sudden, there you go. Ceratosaurus is going to win this one. All right, that's all the questions I got for you today. So next week, Thursday, will be a special episode. I'll let you guys know what kind of prehistoric animal I'm going to talk about, so stay tuned for that. But you can still send me questions about dinosaurs and other prehistoric life by emailing me at dinochrist71@gmail.com, or just go to my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. Like the page, you have to post your questions in the comment section. Please put them in the comment section. Don't put them on Messenger. Messages are private conversations, so please put your questions in the comment section on any Facebook posts. And also for YouTubers out there, like the video, subscribe to the channel, coordinate to my analytics, so a lot of you guys are checking out my channel and not subscribed yet. So please feel free to hit that subscribe button, and also hit the like button, because that's how YouTube algorithm works. The more likes the video gets, the more likely the video gets spread out to people that are interested in dinosaurs, prehistoric life, paleontology, and geology in general. So please feel free to do so, and also share the video, share the channel to anybody that is interested in dinosaurs, prehistoric life, paleontology, and geology in general. So please feel free to do so. And also hit that notification bell so that we can get weekly notifications of every video that comes out. And also if you're going to be if you check out the community tab, I've been posting polls every 3 days, so that way you can actually interact with these with the polls, and also give you your opinions on some of these poll questions that I actually do give out. And also, feel free to do that. And also for you YouTubers out there, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section, because I do read them all. All of you guys just send me questions via email, Facebook, and YouTube. You guys are awesome. You're going to be making some great questions for these Q&A episodes. It means a lot. So keep up the great work, and also make sure you keep your questions short to the point. You can also follow me on Instagram at dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there. And also follow me on Threads. Same thing, at dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there as well. Also, take care of people around you. And also for your younger people out there, to make sure you listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. It's the best motivation you could have for good education. Good education. It's very important to have a good education. With a good education, get a good job in the future. That's it for now, and I'll see you guys next time.